Yo, what's going on YouTube, and welcome back to another Cujo the God video. First things first, I would like to thank everyone for taking the time to watch this video. I know it's been a couple of months since I uploaded to YouTube, and that's simply because I had no content to upload. As most of you probably already know, I no longer play Apex or any Battle Royales for that matter. So this video is basically an update on why I stopped playing Apex, everything involved with Apex and gaming, what I've been doing for the past few months, and the plans I have for future content. The timestamps for all those things I will be discussing will be in the video description below. But before I get to all those things, I know people may have clicked on this video just to see if I'm still playing Apex or not, which again is a solid no. But before you click out of this video, I really do want to thank you guys for supporting me and watching my content while I played Apex. You guys helped me through a tough time in life, and even though I never said anything to you guys about it, you guys helped me pay off 1 year of my college loans, which was $12,000. I truly am thankful for you guys, and even if you don't watch my future content, just know I appreciate you and all the support you've shown me so far. So without further ado, let's get into the video, and if you have any additional questions, be sure to put them down in the comments, and I'll be sure to answer any that aren't answered in the video already. Number one question, of course, is why I stopped playing Apex and streaming. The reason I stopped playing Apex is way simpler than most people make it out to be. I don't enjoy playing the game. What does not enjoying a game mean? That means when I tried to play Apex or any Battle Royale, I would play a maximum of 1 to 2 games before my mind went, I would rather be playing another game. If that doesn't help you understand because you only play one game, think about any other game you play besides that one and why you don't play them. The same can be said about Apex for me. Now, I know somebody's already in the comments typing, how can you not enjoy a game you're so good at? Don't worry, because that's my next point. But before we get to that, the reason I stopped streaming altogether was because I understand people all watch streams for different reasons. So if you didn't watch me because I wasn't playing Apex anymore or I didn't play your game, that's fine, and I completely understand. But when I think about streaming, I want to have fun over everything else. It wasn't fun answering questions about Apex every 5 minutes or having people not chat or feel bad because all they want to do is talk about Apex when I didn't. It just created a terrible atmosphere, and then I just didn't feel like streaming again. That was basically the repeating process that led me to stop streaming. Now, on to the question of how do I not enjoy Apex with my skill level. Just like many other gamers out there will tell you, I as well have been playing video games since I was a young age at 7 years old. What separates me from other gamers though is I didn't start with Mario Kart, Smash Bros, Zelda, or any games like that. My first game was Medal of Honor Rising Sun that I played with my dad through 3 times. My dad told me when we finished the first playthrough and he wanted to play something else that I looked at him and said, we aren't finished yet, there's harder levels, right? Which basically what I meant by that was we played on normal difficulty and there were still 2 harder difficulties to be played. The reason I'm telling you this story is because any game I play, I like to be challenged and I like to continuously get better. If you've watched my streams and even my YouTube videos, you know I'm the hardest criticizer of myself and I'm always looking for ways to improve. You guys saw that only with Apex. You guys didn't see that with any of the MMORPGs I played like WoW, Terra, Elder Scrolls, MapleStory, Final Fantasy XIV, Blade and Soul, or any of the story games I played on the hardest difficulty and 100% in all of them, like Assassin's Creed or the God of Wars or Tomb Raiders. You guys really only got to see that Apex FPS Battle Royale side of me, and to be honest, that's just a small portion of what I can do when it comes to video games. That brings me back to my main point of not enjoying Apex though. For me, just because I'm good at a game doesn't mean I enjoy it. I'm good at a lot of video games. I don't say that arrogantly and I don't say that to belittle anybody else's skill. I say that confidently because I've been hardcore playing games since I was 7 years old. If I wasn't good by now, what have I actually been doing these last 15 years? So how I look at it is a lot of people when they play video games nowadays look for games they are good or how I like to say video games they can win in and will continuously play them, which in my opinion is why the BR genre is so popular, Battle Royale. There's no other genre of game out there where people can have so much of a chance at winning as much as they do in a Battle Royale. And winning is 100% better than losing no matter how you look at it. I win the majority of the games I play, which is why Apex doesn't hold that sentimental value that most people think I have for it. Now, the Apex community itself, that's what I miss more than anything. At the beginning of 2020, that was the only thing that got me on Apex was the community and my stream. When I think about it like that, I think about Apex as like an ex-girlfriend or boyfriend. The relationship may have ended bad, but you still have memories and times you can look back on and cherish. But in terms of going back, hell no. That chapter of my life is over, and it's time for me to move on, which brings me to my next point of what I've been doing for these past couple of months and what I plan to do in the future. These past couple of months, video game wise, I've been playing Phantasy Star Online 2 since its NA release on May 25th and League of Legends. I'm currently the leader of the number 3 Alliance Legacy on Ship 2 server. The reason I don't stream PSO2 is because, in my opinion, MMORPGs are one of the most boring genres to watch. There's also a lot of in-game features that I can't really enjoy on PS2 when I'm streaming it. And mainly, I like to take frequent breaks when I play MMOs, which is what League of Legends is perfect for. Now, the main two reasons I don't stream League is one, I may be good for someone who's only played for 4 months, but in the grand scheme of things, I still suck. So I wouldn't really feel comfortable streaming it all just yet. And secondly, PSO2 is still my main game I put the most time into. Now, other than those two games, I've been playing some more story games recently and really enjoying them. I just finished an entire Last of Us 2 playthrough on stream that I really enjoyed doing, which has motivated me to continue that type of content on my YouTube channel. But before I get into that, other than video games, my plan was to be a poker dealer by May this year, which is the job I was going to do before I started full-time streaming. But with Corona, everything's been pushed back. And in terms of income, I currently do stocks and help people with accounting. Once universities really open back up, I will most likely return to school to finish my accounting degree and possibly pursue a CPA. Now, I know all of that sounds great, but honestly, who knows what's going to be happening in 2 years, which is one of the reasons I want to continue making content and try my luck on YouTube. That brings me to my last point of future content plans, which is I plan to start doing story playthroughs on this channel. The first story playthrough I will be doing is Ghost of Tsushima, which releases July 17th, so 2 days from this video. I was going to create a whole new YouTube channel, but that didn't really make sense considering I'm not playing Apex anymore, and people who did watch me on Apex may be interested in this content as well. The reason I decided to do YouTube and not stream is because, let's be honest here, unless you're already a top streamer who grew from a multiplayer game, it is nearly impossible to grow just from doing story playthroughs. With multiplayer, people like to scroll and find specific streamers that are using their character, maybe a certain gun, or because they're playing in a group. With solo linear story playthroughs, there can only be so much variety, you know? So, long story short, I believe YouTube is the best place to grow if I'm gonna do story playthroughs. Now, I know someone may be going, Cujo, I don't think you understand. You know, you're not gonna receive the same amount of support that you think you will on these playthroughs. I can tell you right now, probably 80% of this video's viewers have clicked out by now. 50% of them left when I said I wasn't playing Apex or Battle Royales anymore, and 30% of them dipped when they saw Phantasy Star and League of Legends because they were like, who the fuck is this guy? So, in terms of support, I still want to grow as a content creator, but I don't care if it's 50, 500, or 5,000 people that want to watch. It's going to be the same level of content because this is something I want to do, and most importantly, I have fun doing it. So let's say you've made it this far into the video and you're actually interested in the content I have planned for the future. Let's go ahead and answer the really hard question, which is what is going to separate my YouTube channel from people who are already doing this and are successful at it? A lot of story playthroughs on YouTube are either solely content focused or focused on hardcore gameplay without much commentary. That is the gap my channel will bridge. Now, I know I'm not the first person to have this idea, nor am I the only one on YouTube who's probably doing this, but I can say this. I don't think many people can do both as well as me. Why am I so confident in saying that? Because like I said earlier in this video, I've been doing this style of gaming since I ever touched a game. This isn't something I'm trying for the first time. I've been doing it for 15 years in every game I've touched, Apex included. The only reason my Last of Us 2 playthrough was not on the hardest difficulty was because I was streaming it for a limited time each day, so I didn't want to get stuck. And I hadn't streamed in a while, so I wanted to focus on my community and content more than the game. I think my main worry going forward on YouTube is honestly the editing because I'm not too good at it, but I have lots of time to improve on that and room to improve. I believe that's everything I wanted to cover in this video. So again, thank you everyone who took the time to watch this video. And if you're interested in my future content, be sure to let me know by hitting that like button and commenting below. Also, any additional questions that weren't answered in the video, feel free to ask in the comments as well. Again, thanks for watching the video, and see you guys when Ghost of Tsushima releases.
Oh, man. No makeshift in here? Sucks.
Somebody right below you.
This house is
Somebody
full.
downstairs.
House is fucking full.
Got an AR in the stairwell.
Jump from the fence, jump right there from the little fence. Yeah.
You're right.
That's me.
Cover.
That's already.
Unfortunate.
In the house, bro.
Coming down the stairs, heads up. Pistol the other guy. Oh shit.
Oh!
Oh my god.
That's there.
Chest piece? That's. Oh. This guy.
I'm watching the master at work.
Oh, single team.
Bruh. What can he do for, nigga? What the fuck?
I was bleeding.
That's what I'm saying. He's in the Jeep. Straight ahead of you on your right. Right there. Yeah.
He's just.
Ooh.
Ah,
Ooh.
Still close to there.
Got no nades?
No.
yeah.
Why you gotta be a bitch?
Are you fucking kidding me?
There goes his head.
She's making me work tomorrow morning. That's fucking bullshit.
GG, well played. Just waiting to see that you got like 30 kills.
Nah, I got 20.
It's not last part.
20 bombs.
This guy.